to give you an overview of what I do, I'm a tracking and measurement expert. I'm a Google developer expert. I've worked with Google Ads very closely, moved from Google Ads into Google Analytics, fascinated with what Google Analytics as a platform offered me. And since then, coming from an engineering background, programming background always helped. So I kind of get so deep into it. So today, I'm one of the leading guys in the country who does tracking and measurement stuff. Work with close to 500 plus brands. I do a lot of consulting. I work at a flat rate, $80 an hour, fully occupied. Worked with companies as big as, the biggest financial institutions of the country. I have set up tracking. I have set up tracking for BNP Paribas. I have set up tracking for Medicare. I have set up tracking for, companies which have 4 million subscribers every month. Millions of dollars of business. So fundamentally, I call myself a tracking and measurement expert. I do the real shit. Most of the work that I do, people don't even comprehend. People cannot even fathom the kind of work that I do. So what makes me different is, a lot of performance marketers, amazing performance marketers deliver results using the solutions we build, using the solutions we provide for them. Big corporates, big companies reach out to us saying, Prashanth, my campaigns are running. We have an amazing strategy in place. We have a marketing plan. We have a follow-up plan. But for some reason, our campaigns are not working, and we fundamentally believe that our tracking is not in place. What I do for them is ensure that I build a foolproof tracking and measurement setup, give them a measurement framework that ensures the first-party data is used. And I say this with great conviction that without tracking, all is lost. Without tracking, all is lost. So my name is Prashanth. I'm a co-founder, Measure Marketer. Measure Marketer is India's first and finest tracking and measurement program. I teach performance marketers, experienced performance marketers, no less than 5 years of experience, tracking and measurement skills. I teach them how GA4 can be leveraged. I teach Metapixel, how it can be used. I'm a co-founder for Signaly. Signaly is one of the platform that allows you to implement Signal's gateway. How many of you are Facebook marketers here? If you can lift it a little, like good. How many of you do Facebook ads, paid campaigns? How many of you know Facebook Pixel? How many of you know how to implement it? You implement it? Can you give me 4 standard event names? Okay. No. Form submission is not a standard event. You know what? Facebook Pixel is the heart of Facebook ads. How many of you heard this term called seasoning the pixel? If your Facebook advertisers not using Pixel, guys, you're doing injustice. You're playing the wrong game. You're playing the game of yesteryears. You're playing the game that you're surely going to lose. I'm going to do some hard talk because doing that glory stuff, glory talk, fancy talk, it's all good. You can see everybody on YouTube. But when it comes to people who do the actual stuff, you need to learn those skills. If you're a performance marketer, are you all performance marketers? How many of you are performance marketers? Performance marketing by definition is driven by results. By definition is driven by results. A question, how do you track those results? Oh, Prashanth, I have a CRM, Prashanth, my CRM gives me everything. Doesn't matter if your CRM gives you. Unless those results are fed right into the platform, though drive those results for you, the platform is never going to optimize your campaigns. I'll ask you one question. How many of you know the difference between targeting and ad delivery optimization in meta ads? Question, guys, experienced people. What's the difference between targeting and ad delivery optimization? They're same? Not same? Of course they can't be same. What's the difference? I'll give you one example. अच्छा बोलता हूँ प्रशांत, मेरा टारगेटिंग बहुत सॉलिड है यार. मेरा ऑडियंस मेरे को पता है, मैं उसका अवतार, प्रोफाइल, आईडीपी पूरा कर दिया, एकदम सॉलिड टारगेटिंग है मेरा. राइट? एवरीबडी डू दैट. नो, यू नॉट गोइंग टू पुट मनी एंड से हाँ जिसको बोलो उसको दिखा दो, मेरे पास बहुत पैसा है. Nobody does that. The first thing that you will do is when you set up a campaign ad set, you have to ensure that your targeting is right. Right? Yes? Then why does Facebook have this option called ad delivery optimization? Targeting तो एकदम है ना यार. Facebook तो क्लियर बोल रहा हूँ मैं, मेरा टारगेटिंग है, इनको ad दिखाओ. फिर ये ad delivery optimization क्या है? Am I making sense? Am I being relevant here? You stay with me, you learn so much. I'll show you some magic. And when I say magic, I'll show you some magic. But before I start my session, in December I did one measurement summit. We had Director of Engineering Google give the keynote address. We had all my good friends Deepan and Umar and Banu and all these people, spoke at that session. That was the first, India's first tracking and measurement summit. I wanted to do that because for long people are only focused on campaigns and campaigns, but real success is not campaigns. Real success comes when you have a right strategy. Real success comes when you have right data in place. Having data is not just sufficient because data is only as good as you interpret. Prashanth, I'm doing it right, but if my ad platforms don't have the right data, why am I even spending money into campaigns? How many of you know John Loomer? Guys, Facebook ads करते हो यार आप लोग. The biggest guy on the web who writes on Facebook ads is John Loomer. He created a small Facebook pixel course. छोटा सा pixel course उन्होंने किया था. 8 videos. So during lockdown, I created a pixel course which had 80 videos. Freaking 4 to 5 hours content only on Facebook Pixel. The reason why I did that is because I don't want to talk about the regular campaign stuff because a ton of people do that. They're great people who breathe campaigns every day. But I wanted to show them that campaigns is not the success. The right platform, the right measurement game, that sets the precedence for your success. Right? So without ado, so I have this product called Signaly, and I am also the co-founder for OptimizeX Summit. This is what I do, and I'm a tracking and measurement expert. Any platform you run ads, I help people deploy the tracking, whether it be starting with GA4 to GTM to Metapixel to server side to ad blockers to GDPR to cookie consent to first party data to webhooks to lead conversions API to conversions API to TikTok to Snapchat to Pinterest or Pixel. Everything I deal with. Form tracking, I can do it. Starting with A, Hrefs to Z, Zuko. I worked with every literal tool. Every tool I've worked, every platform I've worked, started with Shopify to Magento to BigCommerce to WooCommerce to custom sites. I've done it all. Right, so I come with a wealth of experience, and my partner, Rahi is the leading expert on tracking and measurement in the country. He is the first guy to create the data layer code for Shopify checkout extensibility. He's the first guy. Everybody in the world who use that Shopify website and deploy the tracking, it's done through the code that we wrote, Rahi and us, right? It's used by everybody. Our extensions are used by over 20,000 people to debug tracking. And why I'm saying this is not because I want to boast. I want to get your attention. I want to do some real talking. And I want to make you guys light up and say, Prashanth, yeah, I've learned something. And I want to take that small detour, give more focus to where my career and how I'm going to look at this whole world of performance marketing. Right? So I love this. It's a small thing that I always say. When tracking is lost, all is lost. Clicks may come, sales may go. Without tracking, you'll never know. In pixels and tags, the data flows. A trial of clicks, where the journey goes. With pixels in place, the stories reveal. Every action, every deal. Measure it right, don't count the cost. For without tracking, all is lost. Measure it right, let the data be clear. For tracking's the map to success this year. So the question, the most important thing that we're going to discuss today is this: how accurate tracking changes the whole performance marketing game. And I know this is into lead generation, so I've put my slides particularly into the world of lead generation. So what we're going to learn today as topic for discussions is optimizing for higher lead quality, Meta and Google Ads. We learn how tracking helps us in content personalization. I'll show some magic, how you can use this world of tracking and measurement to, personalize the whole content. What if I tell you, you come to my website for the first time, I'll show some content to you. When you come to my website for the second time, I will show a different content to you. When you come to my site for the third time, I'll show completely different. When you come to my site for the fourth time, I can show you completely different. When you come to my site from some source, I can show some content, I can show a video, but the same video this guy who's coming to my site will not see. But everybody is coming to my website only same page. I'm not saying I have multiple landing pages. I'll send you to there, I'll send him to this page. No, everybody is going to come to the same landing page, but I can deploy personalization at grand scale only with the power of tracking and measurement. So tracking is not simply, people, kind of misunderstand. There's a quote that goes this way: if you don't understand, you misunderstand. And tracking is largely misunderstood because tracking, when people say, they think, tracking actions. No, tracking is not about tracking what people do. It's about ensuring that the right data and right signals are sent to these platforms so that ad platforms optimize for higher quality, optimize for results that I want, optimize not for revenue, but optimize for profits. A lot of people tell you, how many people know ROAS?
We do not actually.
But do you know it's a vanity metric? When people come and show me, Prashanth, 10x ROAS hai. Why? You give me 1 minute, I can fake 100x ROAS and show you. Don't show me ROAS and tell me that my campaigns are profitable. No, just because your ROAS is high doesn't mean your campaigns are profitable. And Facebook as a platform by nature, what to do? They optimize for sale. They optimize for volume. Because if they want to prove that their platform is working for you, what they have to get? They have to get purchases for you. And when they want to get purchase for you, they're not going to go after only those people who are going to get some high value purchase for you. A purchase is a purchase for Facebook. But when it comes to us, no two purchases are equal, right? You want Facebook to optimize for purchases or high value purchases? Yes?
High value purchases.
But Facebook is not going to do that for you. It does not come out of the box. You have to teach Facebook. But question, who's going to talk about teaching Facebook? Oh, Prashanth, I've learned a strategy, I'm implementing it. Oh, wonderful, all well. But who's going to help you say, Prashanth, do this. This is how it should be done. This is the mechanism, this is the foundation on which everything that you want to do is built. And I always say this, tracking is the thread on which your entire performance marketing game is hanging on. And if that thread is weak, your whole performance marketing game will fall apart. Even today, people still talk about attribution. Attribution is a bigger problem. But when you personalize attribution to, mera website ka, it can be solved. It can be solved. 100 people, there are 100 different ways you have problems in attribution. But when you personalize it, that thing can be solved to you. It is just that you have to have the right tech. Even today, people are not using something like a Google BigQuery. Or you simply depend on attribution for what? Some external tool? They have a predefined logic, or you depend on a tool, something like GA4. The whole GA4 implementation can also be customized. You can track stuff that Facebook or Google doesn't even track. And pump the data into the platforms because I want to be using that data to optimize for larger returns. So I want to talk about how to ensure right attribution. I'll take just 5 minutes. I don't want to go into so deeper stuff because it kind of gets overwhelming. But the reason why I want to do that is because I want you to understand the world is changing fast. You know what's new in performance marketing? Every day, everything is new. Every day, everything is new in performance marketing. So you just can't say, Prashanth, I've learned something yesterday and become relevant today. No, it won't. Tomorrow something else will come. How many tools you learn? That's why I'm telling you, learn how the functionality works. If you can understand the functionality, if you understand the background, doesn't matter, tool. This tool comes, okay, it's okay. So you don't have to be platform dependent or tool dependent. You depend on yourself. Right? And this is not something, this is very, rocket science. Anybody can learn it. We'll understand this is something that you will not even find on internet. The last one, cross-domain tracking for meta ads pixel. Cross-domain tracking is, आपने Facebook में ad दिखाया, बंदे ने ad click किया. I'm not talking about the strategy. मस्त ad run करो, जबरदस्त creative लगाओ, amazing targeting लगाओ, must offer, ad copy, do everything right. But fundamentally, when he clicks on the ad, where does he come? He'll come to our website. Yes? Yes or no? Yes. If conversions happen on the same website, you can implement Facebook Pixel and send data to Facebook. Good. But what if conversion happens on a different website? People come, land here, but conversion is not happening on this website. Conversion happens on a different website. Then how do you do that? Oh, Prashanth, cookies, but cookies have a scope of domain. Cookies are scoped to domain. A website on one domain cannot read cookies of the other domain. If that is the case, then man-in-the-middle attacks, cross-site scripting, everything can happen. So how do you solve that problem? We're already late, so I don't know how far I'll go. Drive double-digit growth by measuring your marketing right. Tracking is not just about tracking events or capturing events. It determines success or failure in performance marketing. These are a suite of products that I work with. I have developer expertise in each of them. So, it makes sense when I say the finest tools to make money. Google Tag Manager, Google Analytics, Facebook Pixel, server-side tagging, and Google Ads tracking. Why I'm only focusing on these things is because it's a summit on first-party data. And when you say first-party data, it is not something that's a little Facebook, take it. No. There has to be a certain data pipeline. There has to be some, measurement plan in place which allows me to send the data that I want Facebook to know, that I want Facebook to, learn, so that it uses all the deep learning, machine learning algorithm and tries to find the best possible audience. I don't want Facebook to know about people. I want Facebook to know who my best audiences are. I want Facebook to know how my best audiences look like or my best customers look like. If only you can understand that, then marketing will become an easy game. Then you can play with your creatives, you can play with your landing pages, you can play with your, marketing strategy. People say many have a marketing plan, few have a follow plan. That's why remarketing campaigns are successful. But to deploy a remarketing campaign, there has to be a basic element of tracking setup in place. Without having that in place, you cannot even execute a remarketing campaign. Right? So every marketer deserves a 1PDOps platform. That's why I love customer labs. For the finest products. You don't have to only depend on pixels. You can use a tool because they profile every visitor who comes to your site. And you can do a ton of stitching. You can stitch every action that people do to their first-party data and then post them to different platforms. It's a wonderful, wonderful tool provided you know how to leverage it. But like any platform, it takes a little time so that the data is flowing from customer labs as a platform to different analytic platforms or different ad platforms. And if we can give that time and space, trust me, 3 months of time, you can double your revenues. You can at least see 30 to 50% increment in your overall revenues, in your conversion rates. But why I speak about learning or understanding this is because tool is not good. The person who uses the tool is. Right? Are tools intelligent? No. The person who uses the tool should be. Correct? Right? So you have to learn that you have to have this in place. I'm not promoting any tool, but I'm telling you a wonderful job they're done. Training ad platforms to optimize. Within customer labs, what you can do with, Prashanth, generally what happens is if I have an e-commerce site, people come to my site and people buy, I send an event to Facebook saying it's a pixel purchase event. But Facebook can optimize for all purchases and Facebook can go after volume and try to get me purchases which are low in value. But what if I tell you no two purchases are equal? What if I can split the whole purchases into this many purchase events? A user who comes to my site only does one purchase, but I'm trying to split that into multiple different actions or events. I'm sending that to Facebook and I'm training Facebook with the right events with first-party data. And then I can use these events to optimize my campaigns with the ad delivery optimization event. I'll give you one example to be able to help you understand better. I'm from Hyderabad. So imagine if he is a brand targeting Hyderabad, he is another brand targeting whole India. Will I see both ads? He's targeting India, he's targeting Hyderabad. Now Facebook can serve both their ads to me, right? Yes or no? Yes. His ad will run to me because he is targeting only Hyderabad. His ad will target me because he is also targeting Hyderabad. Yes? That's exactly what happens. If you simply go after purchase, even it can go after literally anybody. But if you try and split that into different custom events and ensure the right data is passed to platforms, it will do a wealth of good. But to be able to do that, you have to learn a bit of tech. And it is not something so dangerously hard. 4 days, you'll understand. And once you start using a conversion action like this, high value purchase, and then optimize your Facebook campaigns for that particular event. Now Facebook has the right data, right signals, so it does not go after people who are likely to purchase. It will go after people who are likely to purchase a higher value product. Are you with me? If you can please give me a reply, it will do wonder. Yeah, it's good if you have an interactive session. Performance marketing is a tough game. For businesses that are particularly into lead generation, lead quality is an everyday struggle. I just gave you an overview now. We get into lead generation stuff. It's a very tough game. Businesses into lead generation, lead quality is an everyday struggle. In Hyderabad, there are a lot of very big agencies. When I speak to all of these people, they say, Prashanth, 90% of the money that we invest into campaigns are into lead generation. 90% of the campaigns, there are 90% of the clients they are into lead generation. And you have only a handful of opportunities to be able to generate leads. What you'll do, you'll run Facebook ads. In Facebook ads, there are 2 types of leads, or campaigns that you can run. I restrict to Meta today because of the time, right? So when you run Facebook ads, you have instant leads. How many of you know that? Instant leads, right? And the second type of leads that you can generate through Facebook is you drive people to your website, which is called website leads. Correct? If you simply do lead instant leads, and you optimize for lead event, Facebook is going to optimize for all form submissions. Am I right? But 85-90% of the leads are useless. Useless bhi nahi. Hopeless. It's a tougher one, no? Hopeless. Useless kabhi bhi kaam aayega. Hopeless. There's no hope. Right? I talked to these companies, they said, Prashanth, lead आया वो बंदा बट मेरे को मालूम ही नहीं. I'm from Hyderabad, so my Hindi is a little Hyderabadi. I speak good Hindi though, right? Lead quality is an everyday struggle. Remember, end-to-end tracking measurement is the heart of marketing success. Ad platforms depend on right data and they're optimizing for nothing or without a direction. I just said this in the other session. You might be on the right track, but you can go on the opposite direction also. Staying on the right track is not important. Going the right direction is. Right? So if you're a performance marketer, you have to understand. I haven't started yet, so...
No. So, I have that a curious question.
Once my session is done, we can happily talk. The whole night I'm here. Go down. Because we're already late. And when session was going on, everybody is out, so we had to pull people in. Are you with me? Yes. Because teaching is my background. I taught 50,000 plus people. Over 4,000 people work with Accenture. I taught Indian Google Ads from the time I could. Right? So you can take me seriously and saying, I want your attention because I don't want to simply do that glory talk. Yeah. Getting it right. I'm speaking with conviction. That's what I'm telling you. I'm so happy such events are happening because किसी को पता ही नहीं. Magic pin campaigns का डाल दो तो पूरा हो जाए. Right? I want you to go, when you go back home, I want you to all watch one video. It's called Adam Ruins Everything. Okay? Internet is free. Watch this video. घर जाने के बाद अब करो. घर जाने के बाद कभी Adam Ruins Everything. Internet is free. I want you to watch that video. Right? So when you don't give right signals to these platforms, These platforms are optimizing for nothing. सोचो, you have a guy who was hired and you want him to get more sales for you. उसको आप कुछ भी फीडबैक नहीं देते, वो वही काम करेगा ना. Yes or no? Is calling तो कुछ भी नहीं बोला तो वही करेगा वो काम. वो थोड़ी improve करेगा. उसको improve करना है तो what you have to do, you have to get the data collected and then you pass the feedback into those platforms or that person. So that person will understand, hey, when I do this, people are converting. If I do this, people are not converting. Yes or no? Yes. Same with Facebook. You can't just leave it to Facebook and say, Facebook, हाँ करो, मैं बैठ के देखता. ऐसा नहीं बनेगा धंधा. If you want to make revenue, you have to be serious. And Facebook ads or any ads is serious. Please approach it seriously. So if you don't have the right data, particularly first party data in place, you're optimizing for nothing and without a direction. And it's a very dangerous place to be. Tracking isn't about capturing events. It decides the success or failure of performance marketing game. I put a small slide. I don't want to go through everything, but I can give you a simple overview. Performance marketing, if you do, every aspect of performance marketing, tracking and measurement touches. It touches data collection. That means you can have right data. If you don't have right tracking in place, you don't have any data. Even if you have the data is all wrong. The right tracking measurement helps you in ad optimization. You cannot optimize your campaigns if you don't have the right tracking and measurement plan in place. वो तो basic है tracking and measurement है. उसके ऊपर first party data. Are you with me? So if you want to talk about that first party data, then you have to talk about this. You cannot get to 10 steps without taking the first step. Yes or no? The first ground floor person cannot say to the second floor guy, hey, give me your hands, I'll pull you up. Doesn't work. Right? The right tracking measurement can help you improve your budgets. It helps you improve your attribution. In fact, ये समझ में नहीं आता मुझे. Attribution बहुत लोग बोलते हैं, पर उसका फर्स्ट स्टेप जो होता है ना, वही गलती करते हैं. UTM पैरामीटर्स लगाते हैं, नहीं लगाते हैं. इनफैक्ट इफ यू डोंट पुट UTM पैरामीटर्स, इट इज क्रिमिनल. It is criminal for a performance marketer to not use UTM parameters. You getting me? But they do it. And they do it all wrong. And then they come back here and say, my attribution is wrong. It will be wrong because you never know how to implement UTM parameters. Oh, you do it, but you know it all wrong. In fact, 90% of performance marketers have no clue about what UTM parameters is. Even if they do it all wrong. And then they say, Prashanth, my traffic is attributed to something else, whereas it should have been attributed to Facebook ads. It will never attribute. What are you doing? You're doing everything right. First step ही गलती है. First button गलत लगाओ तो पूरा गलती होगा ना. We can help you in retargeting. There's no retargeting campaigns. In fact, you got this space. Many have a marketing plan. Few have a follow-up plan. Money lies in the follow-up. Money is in the retargeting. I was talking to Banu, who spent 150 crores in last 1 year. Banu is my very, very good friend. He said, Prashanth, all money comes in remarketing, bro. He says, my top campaigns are just to reach and get people excited, but the real money comes from my bottom of the funnel or the middle of the funnel campaigns. And all these campaigns are people who are already been nurtured. They're aware, they're a little hot, we're trying to slick them. It's a nice offer, nice creative work. And if you want to do that, we cannot do that without right tracking in place. I have to wash. We can do better A/B testing. You can get custom insights. You can measure ROI. ROI कैसे measure करोगे? Tracking ही नहीं है तो. So tracking and measurement is not somebody's job. Performance marketer का ही job है. Are you with me? Yes. If you say I'm a cook, you can't say salt दूसरा डालेगा, मिर्ची को और डालेगा, और स्टोव को कोई और लाइट करेगा, मैं खाली सब मिलाऊंगा. ऐसा तो नहीं होता. You getting me? It's all part of it. But for long, people have no clue. Why? Do you know? 100% of performance marketers, 100% get into performance marketing because somebody told them there is no programming. Yes? 100% of performance marketers got into performance marketing because there's no programming. And first year, good, you get a job. Second year, good. Third year, good. Fourth year, now you're the roadblock. You'll say, like, abhi kya karu? Samajh mein nahi aa raha hai. अरे क्या वही कर रहा हूँ, कुछ भी नहीं. Then we tell people कि थोड़ा जावास्क्रिप्ट सीख ले भाई. नहीं बढ़ेगा फिर. Shall I tell you? I'm speaking real truths. 100% of performance marketers have zero knowledge about browsers. But the entire time they use browser. The website they drive people to is browser. The conversion happens on the browser. Events happen on the browser. People interact with browser. Activity happens on the browser, which is website. No browser, no website, no? You can't go to a website, you have to go through browser. From one page to other page, no? There is no data transfer happening from this page to this page. The server treats this user request and this user request as if they are two different users. To tell the server, hey, ये दो बंदे नहीं, एक ही बंदा है, तो सर्वर बोलेगा कि है, रिस्पॉन्स दे दिया, कनेक्शन कट कर दिया. फिर नया रिक्वेस्ट आया, रिस्पॉन्स दे दिया, रिस्पॉन्स यानी कि पेज दे दिया, कनेक्शन कट कर दिया. सो टू टेल ब्राउजर यही बंदा है, कुकीज का काम है. So cookies are not the problem. Third party cookies are a problem. Third party cookies are also not a problem. Third party cookies which are predominantly for tracking are a problem. And to be able to solve all of them, to overcome these ad blockers and GDPR, that you are losing data, data is not accurate, you have a solution in the form of customer labs. Are you with me? Yes. Why I'm telling you? Because tool is not important. The people who use the tool. So you should be smart. Don't blame, you can't dance. Don't blame the dance floor. Right? 90% of performance marketers have little to no knowledge of tracking and measurement in the right signals. Without tracking, all is lost. What you're missing out on? You're missing out on optimizing for right audiences instead of just volume. You're only going for right audiences. Right? You'll miss out on this. You'll go only with volume. You're missing out on low customer acquisition costs. If you're struggling with high customer cost, acquisition cost, it's because you don't have right trend setup in place. Better attribution, understanding of marketing ROI. You cannot track your ROI without tracking in place. Stronger first-party data strategies is a cookieless future. There are no cookies. But don't worry, there is a solution. If you have 100 PP, securing a place, you can find 101 ways to break them. Right? But you do it ethically. So no matter how stringent laws come, no matter whatever comes, there will always be another backdoor. We just have to understand that we need right data. Measurement is the heart of all marketing success. It is not campaigns. I'll give you an example. I talked to a lot of founders and co-founders. No? Campaigns मस्त results आ रहे समझो. मेरा strategy मस्त काम कर रहा है यार. Results नहीं आ रहे, कुछ tracking का problem होगा. Simple. कुछ tracking का problem होगा, नहीं आ रहा. अगर results आना शुरू हो गया ना, strategy काम करा, मेरा creative work काम किया, मैं I'm playing with designs, I'm playing with ABO, CPO, I'm playing with targeting, I'm playing with landing pages, I'm playing with copy, offer, funnel, ये पूरे आते हैं. नहीं काम कर रहा है ना, कुछ starting का कुछ problem होगा. That's why campaigns are not working. Right? So I want to get to the first use case, right? Fast. When you generate leads through Facebook, lead forms. What forms? Do people come to the website? No. It happens right on Facebook, right? Yeah. So this is a lead form. Imagine if you get 100 leads, उसमें से 8 bad leads, 20 good leads. But when you're running campaigns and putting more money, Facebook is optimizing for 20 or 80. It is optimizing for 100. But majority of the data that Facebook has is bad. And when you put money, you lose money. Reason, it is not optimizing. Why? It does not know who's your best customer. Question, does Facebook have the data? I know the data because I have spoken to them. All those 100 leads, 20 good leads, I know it, not Facebook. Why I know it? Because I am having that first-hand interaction with them. Now, Prashanth, when I have that first-hand interaction with them, how do I ensure that that data offline gets sent to Facebook? So Facebook knows who's my best customer and how my best customers looks like. Are you with me?
Yes.
To implement that, Facebook introduced lead conversions API. Not conversions API. Lead conversions API. And this is only for lead forms. So when you implement that, you can optimize Facebook for those 20 people and tell Facebook to find more of such 20 people, not 100, because Facebook is simply going to go for volume and not quality. Facebook optimizes for all leads from Facebook lead forms. What happens? Algorithm optimizes for lead volume, not quality. Solution: send first party data and lead ID. Say lead ID. Say lead ID. Lead ID is the single most important parameter in the lead campaigns, instant leads. So when you generate a leads, you go download leads, right? Yes. You get all those leads in an Excel sheet, or if you pipe it to a CRM, the data goes to CRM. You look at all the data, you will find one important parameter called lead ID, 12 to 15 digit number, right? All you need to do is, सब बंदों का डेटा लिख लो, वो 20 पीपल का लीड आईडी निकालो और फेसबुक को बताओ ये 20 लीड्स बहुत अच्छे लीड्स है मेरे. Are you with me? Yes. And it is not tech wizard or tech superhero should do it. Anybody can do it. Anybody can do it. If you could, with little bit of technology, you can do it. All the ton of content available on YouTube and elsewhere. So how it works? It works like this. So when you generate a lead from Facebook, you have to capture the lead ID. You store the entire data of the user, first name, last name, email, right? You have it, right? Yes. When you collect a lead, you don't say, don't give me name. Don't give me anything, just give me your phone number. You of course ask them, right? Yes. Which is the first party, right? So store first party data, right? And then what you do, as you talk to those people, right? And people, imagine I'm talking to 100 people who spent 20 good leads, and those people move from one stage to next stage to next stage to next stage. So every time the user or the lead is moving from one stage to other, you keep sending the data to Facebook. Don't send data of only the best people. Send the data of all those people, how they became best. Means, you call them, you say, working lead. The moment lead comes, you send Facebook raw lead. Then you'll say these are marketing qualified leads. Then you say there's an opportunity to sell him. And then I say convert. You send this data of every lead. Some people might only come to first stage. Some people might go to 1 and 2. Some people might go to 1 and 3. Some people might go to all 4. Why, Why? Prashanth, I can simply send those last. No. Those are important. No. For Facebook to understand and study what makes those 15 people different from the other 95. Then it tries to understand. ये बंदा यहाँ तक आया, ये बंदा यहाँ तक आया, पर ये दो बंदों के बीच में difference क्या है? Are you able to understand?
Yes.
If you only send that event, no, then it's like, oh, he's sending me the event. But I have to know the difference between these people and the other 85 people. And I have to find some patterns. No, I have to test it on some training data set. Right? So what Facebook says, every time a user comes, a lead comes, and lead is going from stages to stages, send the data of every stage to Facebook. Are you with me?
Yes.
If you find for simple solution, Customer Labs is offering. You can use that. Or you can use another solution that can be through some Google Sheets. Or you can do it through Zapier. Or if you reach people like me, we will build a custom solution for you. Joking. Guidance to ensure. If you want to implement that, this for people who are doing huge lead generation businesses. Use Facebook lead forms. 15-digit ID chahiye every bande ka. And you have to generate at least 250 leads per month. And you have to make sure that you at least upload this day once a day. And why I'm saying this, once a day kaisa hoga? That's what I told you. Performance marketing is serious business. You want to do it seriously. Approach it seriously or don't do it. The lead stage you want to optimize for occurs within the 28 days, which means Facebook should know the person who filled the form today, he should at least convert in the next 28 days for Facebook to have that kind of, algorithm or whatever signals they need. And the event that you want to optimize for should be within 1 to 40%. This is all available on the internet, don't worry. And we've shared this presentation also. Use case 2. Use case 2. Done? Lead generation. Now, Prashanth, no, I'm not doing lead generation through Facebook lead sets, Prashanth. I'm doing lead generation through website, which means I show ads to people, I print them to my site, and I make them fill the form. So when people fill the form, you collect first name, last name, email, phone number, right? If you simply collect those leads आ गए, मैं call किया, hi bye कैसा, मस्त, खरीदता सर्विस, हाँ खरीदूंगा. Customer no, yes. Does Facebook know? Isn't my responsibility to tell that to Facebook? But it is not lead, no, because there is no lead ID. If it is Facebook lead forms, Facebook will give you the lead ID. If you simply give that to lead ID, Facebook will give their entire history. Who that user is, what profiles he likes, what he commented, everything Facebook knows. Right? But when it's a lead through website, there is no lead ID. That is why Facebook has a cookie called FBC. How many users know FBC cookie of Google? 2. Are you all performance marketers? Are you all performance marketers? Bolo yaar. You don't know FBC cookie? How many? Okay. How many of you know FBCLID parameter? That value, you what? When you click on, now go, when you go to Facebook, you see an ad, no? You click on any ad that takes you to the website. When you land on the website, look at the URL. You land on the website URL, and you will have a small Facebook click identifier. If you can give that ID to Google, Facebook can exactly tell who the person is. Because who clicked the ad? A user. Where was he when he clicked the ad? In Facebook. Did he log into Facebook? So Facebook should know the entire history. Yes or no? Not history, his friends and family, what you like, what you comment, all your dark secrets. Is it right? You simply have to make sure that you pass that FBC parameter. And to be able to do that, you need to understand how Metapixel works. But problem is 90% of Facebook advertisers have no clue of Facebook Pixel. Even if they do, they know it all wrong. In fact, most of them do not even know the difference between, I told you, targeting and ad delivery optimization. The single most important thing, true most important thing for Facebook in attribution is FBP and FBC. कोई भी वेबसाइट को जाओ, कुकीज देखो. प्रशांत कुकीज कैसे देखते हैं नहीं पता, छोड़ो. छोटा एक्सटेंशन है क्रोम, एडिट दिस कुकी एक्सटेंशन, इंस्टॉल कर लो. कोई भी वेबसाइट पे जाओ, वो एक्सटेंशन क्लिक करो, पूरा कुकीज दिखाएगा. वो वेबसाइट के कुकीज, दूसरे वेबसाइट के कुकीज नहीं. आप जो वेबसाइट पे है वो वेबसाइट के ही कुकीज दिखेंगे. आप दूसरे वेबसाइट पे जाओ, वो वेबसाइट के कुकीज दिखेंगे. पर एवरी कुकी इज स्टोर्ड वेयर? ब्राउजर. But browser will not show you all the cookies when you go to website A. It only shows websites that are mapped to website A. Cookies, Prashant, I have to go to inspect element, I have to go to application, and then cookies don't do that. Edit this cookie extension. Click on that extension and it will show you all the cookies. Now, go to any website. You will see 2 cookies. Good websites, I mean. People who do good marketing. You will always find 2 cookies, FBP, FBC. So you have to have some mechanism in place that you are able to track these 2 parameters. Are you with me? Yes. Or you have to learn a bit and try to understand how a platform like Customer Labs uses them and saves them for you. Or you can have a custom solution in place. Or you can use something like Google Tag Manager to deploy your tracking and all. How many of you know Google Tag Manager? How many of you use it? Google Tag Manager is a serious business, right? My life, I breathe Google Analytics and Google Tag Manager. My day starts with Google Tag Manager, ends with Tag Manager. So that's what we do. This is how it looks. FBC and FBP. You see third, fourth cookie? That extension is edit this cookie. You can download it, please. It will show you all the cookies. If you have Google Analytics, it will show you Google Analytics. It's easy, no? I'm at least trying to give you that first step so you can start that journey. Fixing website solution, capture first party data, FPP and FPC, and send those qualified leads. जो बंदा पैसा पे किया, उसका डेटा फेसबुक को भेजो और बोलो ये बंदा जो खरीदा उसका FPC ID ये है. तो फेसबुक को पता हो उसका क्लिक ID ये है. ये क्लिक ID किसका था? वो बंदे का था. Okay. So this guy converted on the website. Good. Then Facebook can do the study of who that user is, what type of ads he clicks, what type of ads he likes, what all websites he went. There are different tables. All they have to do is, do a simple join. Imagine Facebook has one table for all, profile IDs, right? Every profile has an ID or account ID, and all the GCL ID, FPCL ID place, and his first name, last name, everything. All they have to do is one join. How it works? Store FPC and FPC parameters in hidden fields. तो हम क्या करते पता है? कोई क्लाइंट आया, उसका जो फॉर्म होता है ना, yes, where you ask first name, last name, right? Are you with me? Can you give me a shout, please? Yes. Okay, good. One more, a louder shout. Yes. Okay. So what we do is when we work with clients, they have a form, right? Hidden fields create करते. वो hidden fields में, in that hidden fields, even before the user knows, when he submits the form, his data will come. Hidden fields data will also come. And inside the hidden fields, we pass this data, FPP. So in our backend, we have the user data and the two hidden fields that the user cannot see, that is also getting submitted. Are you with me? Yeah. So for every lead that is generated in my backend or my CRM or Excel sheet, I have the entire data and the FPP. Anytime if a person converts, I know ये बंदे को पता दे. पर Facebook कैसा मैप करेगा? FPC है ना, बस मैप कर लेगा. At least data तो है. Yes. And then we can decide how we can post it to Facebook. The multiple ways is easy. So what we do, we capture the form fields, the FBP, FPC parameters in hidden fields, capture first party data, and send qualified leads by Facebook. And Facebook optimizes for quality, not for volume. I told you, Facebook optimizes for volume. Now I'm telling you it optimizes for quality because you have implemented this. Right? I don't want to show because for the sake of time. Without accurate tracking, you waste ad spend. Without accurate tracking, you lose high quality leads. You'll have higher CPA. If you haven't, you'll have lower CPCs, lower CPS, high conversion rates, higher revenues. First party data is the key to winning in performance marketing. In 2025, first party data with accurate track and measurement is the difference between a successful and an unsuccessful campaign. How tracking helps it. I want to show some magic. 5 minutes, I'm done. Oh, I don't know if I can show it. Can I show HDMI? Oh, I don't want to show that. Let's. What happens is, my website is measuremarketer.com. This for the sake of time, I don't want to make people wait. My website is measuremarketer.com. Okay, you go to my website, measuremarketer. You see here, if you come to my site, measuremarketer for the first time, you will see a different text here. You close the tab, open website again, or come from Facebook, Twitter. When you come to my site 5 times, 4 times, I'm just showing a small example. The first text will change. It will change and make you go mad. ऐसा कैसा कर रहा है बंदा? If that is the case,
Next slide.
oh, you have it?
Next.
So yeah, personalization, how this can be used. Users today expect tailored. See, सब लोग बोलते हैं ना, मस्त creative लगाओ, मस्त copy offer, but बंदा click करो तो कहाँ पे लैंड होगा? थोड़ा अच्छा दिखा फिर वही करे, होटल पूरा रेनोवेट करे, वही प्लेट लगा रहे. Are you with me? Yes. Everything you've changed, all good offer, facade, lighting, tables, but when he's sitting to it, you're bringing the same old plate. Isn't it? So for long we were only glorifying those stuff. But with the world of tracking and measurement, you can even change how the website also changes the content and makes it very, very relevant to, very personalized to this day. What if I tell you, I was doing one podcast with Ichtal Deepak. I was doing one podcast, it's on YouTube. So I wanted to show to his subscribers some magic. So I told him, hey Deepak, So what you can do is today, I want you to write an email to everybody and send in the email you put 2 links. One is Measure Marketer, okay? One link is measuremarketer.com, parameter. Reference is equal to Deepak. 2 links. If you click both of them, you'll come to main page only. Right? Yes or no? Yes. But when people click on the second link, which brings them to home page, they will not see the content. They will see a video saying, thank you for coming through Deepak's podcast. Are you with me? Yeah. So what I'm doing some magic to ensure that people, which means I even know that when people are coming, how they're coming. That's why if you heard my poem, clicks may come, sales may go. Without tracking, you'll never know. In pixels and tags, the data flows. For without tracking, all is lost. You saw that? Right? So there's a line that says, a trial of clicks where the journey goes. So I know every time a user comes to my site, I know where is it coming from. And I know how to customize it and give it to me. I have a website, agency.measuremarketer.com. Okay? You go to that website, kuch bhi nahi dikhega aapko. First, I'll ask you what Hey, see the video or enter your name. The moment enter your name, it says, thank you, Prashanth. Website content open hota. And I'm not using some tools. It's just it with some logic. You come to my site, simple. Hey, thank you for coming. Watch a video. Enter your name. If only you enter the name, you will see what all I work upon. Are you with me? I'm just trying to explain to you. You might go check all of them. Or you can go watch the podcasts. I have shown practically there. I'm doing that to save some time. I can literally track. Socho, if you come to my site, scroll 50%. I can change the price on the website. Are you with me? Yes. If you come to my site for 3rd time and 5 pages you viewed, I can change the price on my website. How is it? Oh, right? Or what if I tell you, okay, I'll show some days. You can do something called dynamic landing pages, personalized call to actions. When you come to my site for 4th time, I'll say, what is stopping you? I will not say register now. Why should I say register now? Bhai? 4 बार तो आ चुका है ना? बोलो यार. So I can say कुछ call to action, कुछ different call to action. Are you with me? That's it. So you can have smarter segmentation. A ton of stuff can be done. So I at least want you to understand that if you take this a little seriously, it kind of opens up a new world of opportunities. And you can see the world of same performance marketing in a new lens of tracking and measurement, which changes the whole look and feel of how you as a marketer can change the whole dynamics. There'll be a whole paradigm shift in how performance marketing is now being played. Example, so I can say, Google Ads से आ रहे हो, एक कंटेंट दिखा सकता हूँ. प्रशांत, गूगल एड्स पे तो बहुत कीवर्ड्स होते हैं. हाँ, अगर मेरा दिल लगा, एक कीवर्ड का एक बनाऊंगा. एक ब्रांडिंग पेज नहीं बनाऊंगा. एक कीवर्ड का एक मेरे मन से यार, मैं कुछ भी कर सकता, because I own it. Are you with me? Yes. Right? I get the magic. ये देखिए, yeah, my white was put. When you come to my site for the first time, it says, hey, the biggest challenge for performance marketers. When you come for the second time, it says, hey, this is your second visit to MN. Thank you for exploring. And when you come to my site for 3rd time, I'm taking a little deeper. And I'm saying, this is your 3rd visit. And you viewed 6 pages already. What is stopping you? Are you with me? Yes. 4th time, kuch bhi nahi, video dekha. I want to show a VSL now. Kuch bhi nahi, no talking. Are you with me? Yes. I can do anything. To magic. Why I'm saying is because, for long we were only focused on campaigns and creative and copy and conversion and stuff. But conversion happens on the website. So somebody needs to talk about this very good element also. Are you with me? Yes. Can you give me a shout? Yes. Right. I can show one more also. You come to my website, okay, measuremarketer.com. You delete the cookies. Right? When you delete the cookies, it is like a new user, no? Yes or no? Yes. You delete the cookies, I will not let you delete it. Delete karo, till cookies aayenge. Wahi cookies, naya cookies nahi. The biggest problem in attribution is, बंदा क्लिक करके आया, कन्वर्ट हुआ, कुकी लॉस हो गया, तो गूगल को पता नहीं चला. Yes? If you have Google Analytics, Google tells you how many users have come, right? It counts how many users have come by counting the number of cookies, unique cookies, simple. Right? So if I come to my website, first user. Delete kar, I only come to my site, second user. Delete the cookie and come to the third site, again, third user. Because Google cannot understand that both the same user because there's no cookie. If you come to my site, for whatever reason you might delete the cookies, but I don't want to ensure or I don't want to allow that my tracking is lost. Right? Same FBP cookie, मेरे वेबसाइट पे जाके FBP cookie देख लो, सेव कर लो मैं, वो extension के थ्रू, delete कर दो cookies का, extension नहीं रहता, extension में delete दो करता, just click on that, and reload the page, magic, same cookies come over. Why? Because I want to ensure that my data that flows into my platform is as accurate, as right, and as authentic as possible. Because for me, it is not just about tracking. For me, it is about every single bit of optimization and signals that I can send to these platforms. Right? When I'm spending my money in ad platforms, I want ad platforms to be as effective as possible. And ad platforms depend on me. It's like Facebook is telling me, hey, तू मुझे बता क्या करूं? तेरे को पता है ना? हाँ ठीक है. I have a driver. Every time I get a new driver, I say how I want. I don't like to drive like this and stop. I get vomiting. So I tell him as an edge law, right? It was my duty. Yes. Same thing like Facebook. Facebook is telling, I will deliver amazing data, amazing delivery, amazing people who will give you business. But what I want from you is you tell me what you want. So tracking is not about tracking what people are doing. Tracking is only and only about telling Facebook that I want you to do this particular thing for me. Are you with me? Yes. Without this, ad platforms are optimizing for nothing. They're flying blind, not knowing who to go after. It's really does nothing, and then you say, Prashanth, mera paisa pura gaya, Facebook nahi kaam kar raha. Millions of people are spending money on Facebook, it is working for them, then why it will not work for you? We have some, using Facebook has a bad opinion of you. No. You can check that. So I fixed a small solution, and this solution, simple, 2-minute logic. It's 2-minute logic. I'm not using a big tool and great tool, half, but there are solutions available. You might want to try. So what I'm telling you is, when you're in performance marketing, you should always be open to exploring what other stuff that I can deploy or employ. Whether I use it or not, but I want to be there understanding how this whole sea will change. Are you with me?
Yes.
But the issue that most performance marketers face is that, how many people do Google ads? Yeah, 2 minutes I'm done. How many know GCL ID parameter? Bolo ya.
Yes.
What is GCL ID parameter?
Google good.
Google click identifier. You know it is saved in a cookie?
Yes.
Okay, I'll give you one more example here. You bring people to your website with UTM parameters. Yes. Imagine if people lands on your website with UTM parameters on one landing page or one page. When he goes to next page, what happens? UTM parameters are there or lost?
Lost.
Oh yeah. Person is converting on the final page. UTM parameters are not there. What should I do?
That's why I should.
That's why cookies are there. Because when people move from one page to other page, it's treated completely different. That's why cookies are there, to ensure some data is passed from one page to other page. You understood about cookies? Yes or no? Yes. These cookies are first party because मेरा website है, मैं cookie डाल रहा. My website, I am putting cookies. Yes. Third part, cookies are not a problem. If there are no cookies, there will be no web. There will be no web. Web will not be as seamless as it is today if it were not for cookies. The problem is with third-party cookies which are primarily focused on tracking without users' consent. Getting me? Third-party cookies tracking without users' consent. That is where cookie consent thing have come up into picture. That is where GDPR and CCPA laws have been enforced. So if you are getting traffic from European region, you have to ensure that you ask them consent. Based on consent, you have to decide what data is tracked and what data should not be tracked. What data you go to save and how you go to save the data. So अगर GCL ID जब आता है ना, Google ऐप पे क्लिक करो, Google ऐप, वेबसाइट पे लैंड हुआ, GCL ID पैरामीटर होगा. When he goes to a next page, GCL ID parameter is gone, right? But Google saves that GCL ID in a cookie called _GCL_AW. You go to any website which is having Google ads, you click on their ad, go to their website, you see the same GCL ID in a cookie. So when you go to next page of the same domain, cookie is there. So when a user converts, when we fire up the conversion tracking tag, the GCL_AW cookie is also sent. And Google can take the data and say, hey, GCL ID, who's that user? Oh, this user. Which campaign? Oh, that campaign. Good. What time conversion happened? This time. When was the click happened? Done it. A lot of people don't even know what I. If a user clicks today, last thing, if a user clicks today, converts 4 days later, Google Analytics will show conversion on fourth day. But Google Ads will say conversion happened on first day. Google Ads, it ties to GCL ID. And the GCL ID came on which day? First. Conversion happens on 4th. Google Analytics will tell you it is on 4th because Google Analytics tells the data based on the day of action. But when it comes to Google Ads, it is not day of action, it is day of the click. That is why it is called as a conversion window. 7 day. Yes? 30 day. That is why a lot of people, I find it very funny when people say, every day attribution data देखता, पागल है. Conversion में तो 30 days का है, एक दिन का data दिखता. Lot of people don't even know. They get all shuntings from the boss. अरे कुछ useless, nothing is working. So you hear all abuses from the boss today because no sales. 3 दिन के बाद when you check the data, sales है वहाँ पे. क्यों? Because that guy converted today, but they're attributed to this day. And this day there's no sales. Because the guy who converted today actually got attributed to day of the tick. So what do you have to do? Say, boss, wait, our conversion window is about 30 days. So let's see the data after 30 days. So it's always good to see data of the last month, this month, because by then the conversion data is settled. If you look at everyday metrics, it's useless game. But why I'm saying this, problem is उनको नहीं पता. That's not that key. They do not, but just that they don't know. Are you with me? Yes. So some people say, every day I look at these numbers. So fine, let's not forget, tracking is important. So without tracking, all is lost. Can you say that? Without tracking? And right tracking is the map to success this year. That's my time. Thank you so much.